A pursuit through Calera ended right here on the west end opposing lane after the suspect ran towards these woods before law enforcement tracked him down. Bobby and Lissan, on Tuesday morning, KTEN received a video of a fight that happened on Sunday night at the Toka High School's gym involving two kids. And a warning, the video you're about to see may be disturbing. In 2005, Andre Thomas was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to death. And now 18 years later, his execution date is getting closer. Bob, last month, Governor Kevin Stitt vetoed two bills that would have extended tribal compacts for another year. Yesterday, the Senate met to vote to override this veto. However, the Senate failed to override Senate Bill 26 by one vote. On March 13, 2022, 45-year-old Bobby Berg died in the McCurtain County Sheriff Deputy's custody. And now, more than a year later, his wife is now filing a wrongful death lawsuit against several county officials. A protest happened right here at the commissioner's office Monday morning after citizens caught wind of a disturbing audio recording during a McCurtain County Commissioners meeting, allegedly making death threats to local reporters.
I've known 2 or 3 hitmen that were very quiet guys.
Yeah.
And would cut no mercy.
This was just a part of the 3-hour-long recording, recorded by McCurtain Gazette editor Bruce Willingham.
They initially started out talking about various people that might beat us or wanted to beat us, and then they get into the county commissioner says, well, he's got 2 deep holes.
On the recording, county officials spoke about ways to kill Willingham and his son. According to Willingham, these threats are no laughing matter.
They talk about my daughter-in-law, and one of the officers says, well, she's concerned about that they might get blamed if anything happens to her.
However, the recording didn't stop with just alleged death threats.
I know. We'll take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the rope. Yeah. But you can't do that. The thing about it is, they got more rights than we got.
And when I heard the audio, I got sick to my stomach, and it just gave you chills down the back.
Many people met for a protest on Monday morning, hoping that these leaders are held accountable for their actions.
You hear the story where they're talking about killing the newspaper man and how hanging folks and put them in the creek and folks of color. And this is not the 1920, this is the 2020s.
The Oklahoma Attorney General's office is investigating the situation. KTEN tried reaching out to McCurtain County Sheriff's Office but declined to comment. In McCurtain County, Abigail Brown, KTEN News. Right behind me here in Leonard, you can see some farm buildings destroyed from Thursday night's storm. Good morning, Tiger. Yes, it's the first day of school for Rock Creek Public School District, and I'm here today at Rock Creek Elementary. It's a little foggy outside, but that's okay. The sun is coming up and kids are getting ready for school. Soon enough, school buses will be coming in and kids ready to attend their first day of classes for the new school year. 5-year-old Golden Retriever Nemo isn't just a therapy dog, he's an athlete too, who will soon be competing against other dogs at the North American Diving Dogs National Championship in Springfield, Missouri. Back to school is right around the corner, and that means kids are wanting to go back in style for their first day of classes. As you see, this animal is a Kudamani, and as you see, this animal has been trained. However, if you see one of these in Durant, animal control says do not approach. As the weather warms up, you'll see more bikes out on the roads, and make sure you keep your eyes out on people like us on the motorcycles. One custodian at Kellisburg ISD was struggling to make ends meet, and 3 students at the high school came up with a solution to help him out.
At first the goal was $10,000, and we know that $10,000 really isn't anything these days, but we're just hoping that whatever we can get, might give him a little bit of cushion, a little bit more comfort.
3 days into the fundraiser, the students have raised more than $28,000 on the GoFundMe page. Mr. James is an 80-year-old custodian who unretired in January after he was struggling to pay his bills.
He shared with me that his rent within a year has gone up nearly $400, and he just couldn't afford to continue paying without going back to work.
When kids caught wind of why Mr. James had to start working again, they stepped up.
When I saw him in the hall, it broke my heart because nobody at 80 should be working. They should be living the rest of their life,
On Wednesday, 3 students created a GoFundMe page and have already nearly tripled their goal.
It gives me faith in humanity because with all the evil things going on around the world, We need something like this to happen, and it really regained my faith.
They say they're going to keep the fundraiser going until it slows down. If you would like to donate and help Mr. James, visit our station's website at KTEN.com. In Callisburg, Abigail Brown, KTEN News.